In developing your web applications, you'll often find yourself constantly refreshing the page to show your current changes. This can become tedious quite quickly, and VS Code has a very rich ecosystem of extensions that we can use to make our lives as developers quite a bit easier. Today I want to show you an extension called Live Server. So to get started, we're going to click on this little building blocks looking icon, and then you can just type in Live Server. You'll see that I do not have the option to install it, but if this is your first time, you will have that option. And I can click on this just to see some data about the extension. You'll see that it has 4+ stars for the average rating, and it's been installed over 8 million times. So these are quite good signs when you're evaluating extensions for VS Code. So I'm going to close out of that. And then once you get it installed, you'll have this little gear icon, which will allow you to change some settings and how the extension works. So I'm going to click on that, go down to Extension Settings. And the main setting that I want to show you is this one right here. We can specify which browser we want to use Live Server with. So I've got a little drop-down list that has Chrome, Firefox, Microsoft Edge, and then some other browser which I'm not familiar with called Blisk. I'm going to stick with Chrome for this, and then we can close out of our settings. So now to use this extension, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down Command, Shift, and then P. If you're on a PC, that would be Control, Shift, P. And then start typing in Live Server. You'll see that we have this option here to open with Live Server. It's very important that you have an actual folder open in your VS Code, otherwise this won't work. So I'll click on that. And then as you can see here, it just opened up the file for me right away. Now that doesn't seem super amazing right off the bat, but let's see how this extension can help us. So if I go back here to VS Code, and I click another paragraph, so I'm going to say this is my second paragraph, save the file, and then go back to the browser. You'll notice that the browser is already showing this new change. So I didn't have to refresh the page at all. A little small thing, but it's something that's going to save you a lot of hassle and will make your developer experience a lot better. So let's go back here to VS Code. When we want to turn our server off, in other words, if we're no longer working on this particular page, you can just go down to here where it says port 5500, and there's a little circle with a line through it. I can just click that to turn off the server, and then it'll tell me down there, server is now offline. Quite nice.